I am basically an entrepreneur who happens to be a tax strategist. Most tax professionals, you've met them, they're usually pretty stuffy, pretty conservative, slow to change. I don't have that mindset at all. And I think it started from a really young age. So my dad was an entrepreneur. My great-grandfather was our town's blacksmith. And so my father owned a concrete plant. And when I was a little girl, all of our trucks had Hall's Concrete, Shanyn Hall, the boss, underneath it. And I think that, though, that carries a lot of weight with it. When your name's on the door, that is a lot of responsibility. And I resonate with my clients because I understand the weight that they carry. So at Advanced Accounting, we offer Concierge CFO services to entrepreneurs. Relatively new is the concept of Concierge CFO. And the reason that it emerged was the fact that there is this gap within small to mid-sized businesses. So you have your tax professional who prepares your tax return, and you may only talk to that person at tax time. And then you have a tax strategist who may come in and only work with you one time to get a tax plan in place that's implemented. But you don't have any ongoing support of someone who can understand your financial situation and the vision of where you want to take your company. And most mid to small businesses can't afford to hire a CFO to be there full time. And sometimes they don't need someone full time. They need someone who's going to be able to be part of the strategic meeting on a weekly basis and give a high level view of the finances, or help them implement KPIs, key performance indicators or metrics. A concierge CFO fills the gap for those small to mid-sized businesses so that this critical piece of their business doesn't fall to the wayside. The concierge CFO is really a proactive role. So accountants of old were reactionary. So you went and you got your taxes done and they're like, oh, by the way, you owe. Concierge CFO is proactively looking ahead. Nothing from a financial standpoint takes you by surprise. Sometimes entrepreneurs are just in a situation of, I have to make payroll next week. I mean, that's a reality for a lot of small and mid-sized businesses. So when we're working with companies, we're not just thinking about next week. We're thinking about 18 months from now, 36 months from now, 60 months from now. And what our decisions that we make today affects this business long term. And I think one of the things I find when I work with entrepreneurs is that they're so busy in their business that the finances are usually the last thing they think about. Like, they know it's important and they'll check their bank balances, but to look at how the balance sheet looks or even their profit and loss or their metrics on a weekly basis, they don't have time to. And most small and mid-sized businesses that are under 5 million can't really afford to have a full-time CFO, but they need the help. They need the advice. They need someone who's a specialist on their team who can actually step back with an objective point of view and say, okay, here's the truth. Sometimes it's a harsh reality of how you fix it. Entrepreneurs have the same core fears. It's about competition, it's about cash flow, and it's about debt. And if those are the areas that we come in and we actually put strategic plans around a what-if strategy, then if that actually presents itself, then we navigate it. Our clients often tell us that they sleep better knowing that we've got it.